We have already done physical weathering. Today we will start with chemical weathering. First, what is chemical weathering? Chemical weathering, the process which causes the rocks to decay or decompose, are known as chemical weathering, and it is promoted by high temperature and abundance of moisture. The combination of oxygen, carbon dioxide and water and minerals together in the rocks often leads to chemical changes and decomposition of the rocks. So the work of the chemical weathering is carried by solution, oxidation, carbonation and hydration. Solution is nothing but it is the decomposition and disintegration of the rock. It is the most common phenomena. For example, rock salt, limestone and gypsum, which are easily soluble and dissolved in water, are removed through solution. So the solubility of the minerals and rocks depends upon the nature of the rock. Oxidation, what happens? The atmospheric oxygen in the presence of moisture enters into a chemical union with the minerals, especially those with the iron content. So it causes the rusting of the iron, which leads to decay and decomposition. You can see that the color of the iron also changes to red and brown after oxidation. Carbonation is what? When the rainwater is mixed with carbon dioxide, it forms light carbonic acid, which affects mainly in the limestone areas, in the areas where marble and gypsum is found. The carbonates with the light carbonic acid change into bicarbonates, which is easily soluble in water. And hydration is the union of water with the minerals, is called the hydration. The feldspar, a silicate of aluminum, what happens that on its chemical composition with water, its volume increases. So when its volume increases, it exerts a pressure on the outer layer, which get detached by mechanical force of expansion. So whatever is left behind is kaolin, which is a mixture of sand and clay. Then we are coming to biological weathering, which is involving both physical disintegration and chemical decomposition. And human beings, animals as well as plants are responsible for biological weathering. You can see the animation and you can see that how the roots of the plant penetrate through the cracks, widen and deepen the cracks, and the rock splits apart, causing the breaking of the rock, the disintegration of the rock. And human beings and animals at the same time are responsible. Human beings, you all know, they are very powerful agents of weathering in the blasting of the hills, and then explosion, then in case of mineral extraction, quarrying for industry or building raw material. For all these purposes, human beings are responsible for weathering. And the rate of weathering increases on the hill slope by modifying the ground surface through deforestation. This can cause mass movement of the broken land material down the slope by landslide. We all know that animals and insects are some way or the other leading to weathering. How? Mainly the burrowing animals, they are bringing the rock particle from the lower layer of the earth crust to the surface. And other agents can easily remove these rock fragments. The pounding hoofs of the running animals also break the rocks. So in this way, animals also, insects also are responsible to biological weathering. Now, weathering has both positive and negative effect. If you see the positive effect, it helps in the formation of soil, breaking down the rock fragments into finer particles and thus formation of soil. Then weathered rock particles for the construction purposes also, that is for building of houses or construction of bridges. Then weathering can also create new and beautiful landforms, which is very attractive for the tourist. But there are negative impacts also. That is, what are the negative impacts? The rapid flow of weathering due to deforestation in the hilly area can cause overloading of the rivers and retards their flow. And this can also cause rapid rate of siltation of the river beds. Weathering can also damage the settlements, which are located at the foothills when we have a mass movement of the rocks. Especially these types of example you will see in Uttarakhand area, and Kedarnath in Uttarakhand area. Okay. So this, then again another thing is that weathering, that is the removal and transportation of the disintegrated and decomposed material, leads in the lowering of one height and again construction of the other side. So everything has its positive and negative effects. Likewise, weathering is also having both positive and negative effects. That's all for today. Thank you class. Stay safe.